Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Adrian here from Digital Dojos, and today we have a little upgrade to some lifestyle tech, and that is none other than my Oura ring. So the Oura ring, popular in the wearable scene, which right now has a lot of different kind of categories. You have your Apple Watches, you have your Whoops, you have the new Fitbit Air, I believe, which I actually saw and was also interested in because of this like hack that people are doing with watches. But this is the Oura ring, and I believe this is the Gen 3, if I'm not mistaken. I've had the Gen 2, 3, and then now the Gen 5 upgrade. I passed on the Gen 4 because there wasn't too much different there, whereas with this, a myriad of improvements across like sensors and improvements and all that, but also just a brand new design, with this being the slimmest, thinnest kind of iteration of the Oura to date. I personally have always preferred these Oura rings because while I, love my Apple Watch Ultras and Apple Watches in general and those kind of like Whoop-like trackers, I am a fan of just analog watches, and I swap them almost every day with my outfit. So it was a pain because I wasn't actually getting the tracking benefits of that. So a ring is something else that I, can wear every day and still track, things like sleep and steps and all that good stuff. So also with this, like I prefer it as a sleep tracker because of the ease of like how it sits, on the finger. Like it's something I can sleep with versus like a watch I'm just not as comfortable sleeping with. So decided to stop by Best Buy and pick this up today. Here's the thing, if you can get this physically or look in your physical stores, that's probably ideal for you to check out because you can kind of size it, try it on. A lot of these retail stores like Best Buy have a means for you to at least try the sizer. You can buy the sizer kit for like $10. There's a myriad of different opinions on the sizing here. So a lot of people, from what I've seen, either stay the same. Some people have recommended sizing down because this is, slimmer and smaller, so it sits a little more, like firm, or not firm, but I guess it sits a little, tighter on the finger. Ultimately, in the sizers, I thought I was going to have to go 9, but I did opt to just stay a size 10 because a size 10 for me allows me to wear it on my index, middle, or ring finger. It is a little tighter on my middle finger, admittedly, which is where I wear it, as you can tell, a lot nowadays. But ultimately, we're going to go ahead and see how this fits because I got to try the sizer, but not the actual ring itself, which obviously, again, mileage will vary there. And rings can be a little difficult because obviously, like some people, like you eat, certain things and your fingers inflate. I just came back from the gym not too long ago, and you can see my fingers are a little puffy there. But here we have them side by side, so you can see the actual big difference in the kind of just thickness and size here. Definitely significantly thinner and a slimmer profile. I know that's kind of hard to see there. But I opted to go for silver this time. It's actually the only color they had in my size, admittedly. I was going to go with either silver or brush silver just to mix it up. I've done black. I've done gold. Stealth black is actually not too bad either. But here we have it. Let's go ahead and see how this fits on my middle finger. Okay, this fits fine. It's definitely a little snug towards the end there, but it's not going to come off. Or yeah, it's definitely not going to come off, and it's also not going to, what do you call it? It's not too tight to the point where I can't take it off easily, as you can see here. So I think my finger's like a little inflated right now in the middle finger, but this would fit perfectly on my actual ring finger without coming off either. And I imagine it'll fit on my, it's a little snug on my index finger, but I never really wear rings on this finger. So middle finger and ring finger, this is going to be perfect. If I just put these kind of side by side right now, you can kind of really see the difference there in terms of the sizing. But yeah, these are still that kind of gloss material, so these will get scratched up over time with wear and tear. But I did opt for the silver this time, this kind of mirrored finish, which I actually really like. Switching it up and trying something different. You still have that indicator here to kind of indicate the bottom. Otherwise, physically, the ring looks relatively the same. There's a little bit of different grooves in there, I imagine, for the sensors and all that. It is still the same charger base here with the Ring 5. Just, again, different grooves to accommodate the actual ring here. And then you have your USB-C to C cable, and that's it. Very minimal packaging here. They do have a new charger, a mobile charger, which I'm interested in getting eventually, that allows, I think, for like 4 or 5 chargers on the go, so you can kind of charge it and use that as a good travel kit, which is always nice because, when these die, it's, a little inconvenient because it's not like a universal charger. Your charger is based on your ring size. So like my partner has an Oura ring, but we can't use each other's charger. So something like that travel kit could be useful if you use your Oura ring on the daily. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and get it set up here and boot it up, or at least power it on, I guess. I actually don't know if it's powered on by default or if I have to plug it into the charger. Also, apparently I lied. For some reason, I thought mine was the 3rd gen. This is definitely the 4th gen. But I feel like, am I incorrect? They came out with the Oura Ring 4 and like another iteration of it. I swear that I never upgraded before that, but maybe I'm tripping here. So this is the Oura Ring 4, just for clarification. I did stay the same size. This is a size 10. This is a size 10 for me on the Oura Ring 5. Again, your mileage will vary. If you can get the sizer, that's probably better to at least try that just to 100% confirm, because you never know. I'm going to go ahead and add a new ring here because apparently now one of the newer features too is you can also manage multiple rings, which is actually really nice because as somebody like this, like if I want to swap it up, even just for the aesthetic purposes, like with gold and silver, I now have that opportunity. And it allows me to do that. I'm going to go ahead and get the charger plugged in. So let's put the charger on its base, just spin it around until it falls in place. Pricing wise, the new ring starts at $399 for the base models, $400, nearly $500 for the like stealth models and the specific, those kind of colorways. I'm gonna go ahead and connect my ring 5 here. Pair that. Let's find your best signal. So I'm assuming this is the part where I'm going to try it on. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on my middle finger for the time being. I check the signal here. And it has synced to me. That was super fast. Wave hello to test the motion sensor. Okay, doing that. Starting my journey. And since I already have the Oura app, it basically just drops me in. Like all my stats are still here from today. You can see I got 11,000 steps, so I hit my goal. You can see the heart rate sensor. I can actively measure the heart rate here. Some people were curious, does it still have those like LEDs that you might see, especially at night? And the answer is yes, it does have the LEDs, but because of the slimmer profile and nature here, I'm wondering if it's going to be as noticeable. I do sometimes see it at night, but at least right now, not seeing anything, but you can see them often, like especially in darker light. It's easier to spot and see. So that's just something I'll have to kind of check out and go over. You'll kind of notice here, even though I got the new ring, the app doesn't necessarily necessarily tell me like, hey, here's what's new. Like I feel like that experience, it's great that it just slots in and I can easily just, use the same app that I've been using. But I think what would have been nice in terms of the experience is to kind of see like, hey, it recognizes you are a user of the, Oura Ring 4, and maybe here are some things that are new or improved or upgraded. But maybe, I don't know, is that asking for too much there? And otherwise, I'm curious to see, yeah, so you can easily just swap now, is my understanding. So if I just hit activate, I would be able to just put on my Oura Ring 4 and then easily be able to just wear that, which again is a bonus and nice because this is still a solid smart ring. And like the thing about smart rings, unlike an Apple Watch, I feel like it's much harder. Like you can easily donate older Apple Watches or generations to like friends or family or sell it even. I feel like for rings, it's much harder to, give off or pawn to somebody because the sizing is so specific, right? Unlike a watch where you can just kind of size the band, the ring is very specific. I love this because, again, this is still a solid ring. If I just want to switch it up or if this dies ever and I have this handy, I can just wear this for somebody like me who does like to accessorize and put together stuff from the outfit from a lifestyle perspective. It's nice because I can just swap between the two colorways. So that's the reason I opted to get something like the silver versus, repeating and getting the gold again here. But yeah, otherwise my Ring 5 is connected. I can locate it, reset it. I can see the model, the firmware, all that good stuff. And then I imagine it's on the latest firmware and I can charge it if I need to. And then just so you have it here, like this was like their press release post. They don't have like a easy comparison chart, at least that I found. But obviously the big things they hit on here with the 5 versus the 4 is a lot of the physical improvements of just how much, slimmer, easier this is to wear, smaller, lower profile. And then with that, it talks a little bit about the app updates. 40% smaller, as you can see here. They reduced the width and the thickness overall of the ring. but they also kind of improved, a lot of the sensors and the technology behind it to make it not just more durable and physically, better, but battery life continues to keep up here despite the 40% smaller profile. I believe they're claiming 1 week of battery life, if I'm not mistaken. Again, this is all just claims. I need to actually test this in real life data. This is by no means a review. Let's see. They do actually have a chart here. I lied. So what's new between the 4 and 5? The sizing options looks like 4 to 15, now 6 to 13. Obviously the size and the thickness. Battery life, they're claiming 4 was around 5 to 8 days, whereas this is 6 to 9 days, so over a week plus on average. The new materials, titanium and ceramic versus more durable scratch-resistant titanium for Oura Ring 5. We'll see how that stands. Water resistance is 100 meters for the 4, where it's still actually, I guess, resistant versus proof is different. So I'm assuming it just means it is more durable there in terms of the claims. Otherwise, they don't really highlight in terms of the sensors and the improvements there, but I do know they talk about that. But again, does this make your Ring 4 obsolete? No, by all means. I don't need to have to review this for that long to tell you that. But if you are just in the market, or maybe you wanted to kind of switch it up, or you wanted something that's a little bit, smaller of a profile on your finger and just physically, better, maybe your battery life is deteriorating on your previous ring, then this might be a worthy upgrade for you. Again, I'm going to have to daily drive this, wear it, see how I like it in terms of tracking my workout steps, fitness, sleep, etc., and see how it stacks up to my prior ring to talk more about that in a full review. But otherwise, hope you enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up button if you're interested in content like this and you want to see more. And of course, consider subscribing. And as always, thanks a lot for watching.